As I said earlier, my report format is not the only one that is reasonable or acceptable. Other approaches to your report may turn out to be more readable for each expert assignment. An analogy may suggest alternatives to you. Speaking coaches teach that in a verbal presentation, you should start with an introduction in which you tell the listener what you are going to tell them. You then tell them, in the primary part of the speech, the main information they came to hear. You end the speech or presentation with a summary of what you told them. This approach is simplistic yet workable. It ensures that they have a sense of your organization. It makes it easy for the listener to know instantly what you plan to convey, what you are conveying, and, if they missed anything, what you did convey to them. In this written report genre, an alternative approach is to start off with a section labeled Introduction. In this opening section, you would clarify your initial contacts with an attorney or client and why you wrote this report. If you received an express assignment, you should clearly state it here. For example, was it to attempt to reconstruct a scenario or to explain events? You should say so here. Naturally, you should date your report and include any references to initial client contacts or attorney contacts. You should also include specific references by name or location to any buildings or sites that are involved or were involved in your investigations. If this expert report is not to be submitted to a court, you should open this introductory section with a statement that shows the name of the person to whom the report is being addressed. It should also show that your report is in direct response to this client's request. By way of clarification and self-protection, you should restate any instructions you received from the client or attorney regarding the reasons for the report. You can follow this with sections that detail the information that I discussed earlier in this lesson. You can include such things here as the printed or electronic information that you reviewed, any meetings and discussions with people, what you received from them that you subsequently reviewed, any tests you made, sites you went to, and miscellaneous observations and discoveries that were made as part of your procedures and methodologies. You could end your report with your opinions and conclusions as before. Depending on the specific assignment that led you to write the report, you might also want to explain what analyses you made, why you did those, and what assumptions you made during your work. Finally, you might also make recommendations in addition to expressing opinions as a result of your efforts. At the end of this, you might make your work even easier to understand by including a summary of the key results.